Hello.
Hello.
Hey.
Are you ready?
Yes.
Review zone. Hooray, hooray, cheerio. What movie did we see today?
What was the name of it?
The name was The Iron Lady.
And that would be who?
About the Iron Lady herself, Margaret Thatcher.
Oh,
Yes.
really? It wasn't about the Iron Lady, was it?
No, it was
What
about
was it?
an old woman trapped in her old house, unable to escape and even buy milk from the local grocer.
And that her own husband, who had died long ago,
Yes.
was about him and how
Yes.
he would die.
How she was haunted by the ghost of her former lover, her husband.
It was a horror movie disguised as a political statement of the
Correct.
80s.
Correct.
Whose bulldog of a deal was this anyway? Who directed this?
The director of Mamma Mia. What did you think of the movie, madam?
It was Charity said it that it's terrible. It was just about an old man haunting a woman who was going crazy.
Well, in my opinion,
Yes.
I thought it was a bit of trickly sentimentality smeared over a story that was about a woman trapped in her own claustrophobic nightmare.
Really?
Really?
Well, I thought it was about a ghost haunting a former prime minister who was going senile.
It was, but it was also about an old woman trapped in her own flashbacks, and in her flashbacks she was equally trapped inside her own slogans.
Well, I said that I thought that if they did a biography movie about Churchill and all they showed was a ghostly Clementine hanging about saying, "Tell you screwed that up back in the day," they would never go. But here they are doing this to poor Margaret Thatcher, who's not very pitiful, but they make her seem pitiful, and it's terrible. But I don't even like her, but I still think it's terrible.
I thought there was too much material to spread in 2 hours. They would have done much better to focus on a single aspect of her life instead of trying to cram the entirety of Margaret Thatcher's existence into 2 hours.
Yes, because if you don't know the history, you don't know anything. You kind of have to. They just showed like stock footage of people fighting in the streets and saying mean things, but you don't know why because they didn't put any context to it.
There was a lot of Margaret being the camera and a lot of men staring directly into it like so and telling her what the state of reality was.
So you'd be like, "I'm the Prime Minister, and I say what is."
But this underscored the sense of insulation and isolation that was prevalent in the film, that was always pushed underground by ridiculous montage sequences and scenes of dancing and children jumping out of television screens.
Yes, but that was supposed to like tell us how senile the poor old thing got. And who cares about that? We want to see about when she was a prime minister, not when she went crazy and old. It was not good. I don't like it. If you want to see, it's exactly like the Iris Murdoch biography. We're taking a person's life and just making it about their senility. What kind of crazy shit is that?
I thought that the one scene that did work in the film was an hour 20 in, after Margaret Thatcher had gone mad with power after her victory in the Falklands.
Yes.
And you can see her isolation among the group of other Conservative Party members as she rants on incessantly and then demeans one of her underlings in front of the rest of the Conservatives. That, I thought, caught the actual claustrophobia of the film without anything else distracting from it.
But that was the beginning of the end for her too, because after that she had to resign.
True, quite.
Well, I think we've gone way past the spoiler zone there. We forgot.
No one's going to see this movie, so it doesn't matter.
Someone new. It gets buzz because it's Meryl Streep. There are many fans, legions of fans who want to see it. To see her.
What's this to spoil that she's mad with power? Everyone knows that already.
But how did this movie handle it? And where does it end?
It didn't.
And did her family sue the filmmakers? Because this is a terrible biography film. Well, shall we recommend this movie?
Of course not.
It's terrible. If you liked Thatcher, you would hate it. If you don't like her, you'd hate it. It's just nothing to recommend it. Not even Streep, because Even Streep was just sort of like lost in the
Streep
part.
is a completely different woman from Margaret Thatcher. It is somewhat absurd to have her play her. Especially a film that's meant to play on your sympathies. Thatcher was not a woman of sentiments or of even human feeling.
Yes, she makes point of that she's about thought, not
Thought,
feeling.
not feelings.
Yes, she was like very brutal. Very scary. Like I said, it's sort of a horror movie. A horror movie with Prime Minister gone crazy with power. I guess.
Shall we retire for tea time?
Yes, let's have coffee though. We're American.
Speak for yourself.
Have you converted? What are you doing? Leaving me alone? See you next time. Wow.